Okay, we're gonna once again get to start a stream recording and YouTube recording of an Interloper start on the Long Dark. Because if you've seen the previous VOD, the last VOD did not end in the best of states. We could hypothetically continue that one, but we're not going to because it's arguably harder to even continue that one than it is to start a new one, so we're going to start a new one. So once again, I'm going to do Cold Fusion and Snow Walker just to start. Scurvy's going to be on, and this is Stream Interloper 2. Let's see how well this goes. Hopefully we get a little bit better luck with getting ignition sources early on, so we don't get stuck in the dark. Dark is terrible. Who would have guessed in a game called the Long Dark, the dark is oppressive and long. Okay, well, RNG has immediately returned us to where we were last spawn, so with the biggest difference being it's later in the afternoon. So I'm not going to go up the lighthouse again. Last time I didn't find ignition in the lighthouse, which would imply that it's not a guaranteed spawn. And going straight up there is not the best idea. So I'm going to sprint along the coast here and then hit the Riker. But I either find what's it called? Find players on the beach climbing, or maybe get lucky and find some matches in the Riker. Some food. Worth this fuel. Probably shouldn't take the fish. We're going to take the fish. Fish is going to track wolves. Hopefully we can get to the Riker before the wolves are too much of a problem. If not, we will abandon the fish and make a run for it. Ignition yet, but otherwise this is not a bad start. Fish means we have fuel. We can find ignition. Oh, food, not fuel. Well, we found some fuel as well, but Riker might have fuel. So, well, the Riker will have food. The Riker will have a little bit of coal. Usually the Riker has exactly enough coal to get the forge going all of one day. And then the question is, do you risk that one time when you don't need it for forging or something else? I think the answer is I probably try not to risk it. The Riker will probably be warm enough. But the next question will be bright enough, and the answer to that is probably no. Yeah, the Riker is pretty dark. So we are warm, but we're going to have a hard time seeing things in here. Wow. That's somewhat of a problem. Stairs. Don't find the stairs. Oh, found the source. Okay. Cardboard box. Oh, cardboard box. This is the circle for wandering in the dark. This is why we want to find some ammunition, so we can see things inside. Dark place like that. It was midday, the Riker would have just been a little bit brighter. Might make it usable.
My fingers feel numb.
I think we'll leave the fish here and go over to the warehouse. Mission. It wasn't bright enough in the Riker to really do a good search in the Riker, which is a shame. But we did manage to get up to a key for the memento cache, so we'll go loot the memento cache. Probably won't have flares like he did last time, but anything with a memento cache would be good.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
I suppose as long as it's warm, we can try to live through some of the night in the warehouse. It won't be quite as bad last time where we had to stay awake the entire night. That was bad. Because we'll at least be getting something done instead of losing progress.
That'll come in handy.
Oh, it was marine flares again. Okay. I'm not gonna go through there. It's gonna be too dark to go through there. At least for my monitor settings. Your monitor settings may differ, in which case it might be bright enough for you. I won't immediately discount going that way through if you haven't tried once, but for me it's gonna be too dark. As I hear a wolf being scared off in the distance. Oof, okay. This is just showing how dark it already is. It is warm in here, so if we're desperate, we can try to sleep through the night. At least most of the night. Yeah, so we are warm in here, so we'll be warm in that bed. It's gonna get darker before it gets brighter is the problem. Unless we get real lucky. No, I'd say it's pretty much already too dark for me to do much of anything useful. Oh, we can break that down. Get some more fuel. A shelf, bed, a table. There's probably stuff on at least the table, but that would require seeing it. I think that's what we're gonna get before we have to try to sleep. Try to get as much of the night passed as possible so we can actually see what we're doing. We're gonna have to take some damage trying to get through the rest of this night. But at least we're only taking water damage this time. bright enough yet. No. Let's try passing the arrow and see how that looks. That's usable. We can work with that. Dog food we don't want. I was hoping that would be a drink. Rose and angler.
I need to find food.
Yeah, you really don't need to find food. You need to find a way to make the glorious thing called fire. Because what you need to really find is water. You need water, my friend. There. Matches. There we go.
Thank goodness.
Now we're off to a good start. Much better start than last time. Those of you who watched last time, if you saw matches there, just sort of laugh at me because I didn't see them there last time, and there's a decent possibility they were there last time. Which would be a bit of a shame for, well, success last time, because that would have made all the difference. So now we should be able to safely leave here when we want to leave.
I can always use more food.
Not really. The food right now is not that bad. Could do with more water. Well, they're not going to find water in here where we're looking, but... Did you just swap to a blizzard outside? Yeah, that sounds like a blizzard outside. Maybe it'll go away when I finish the search. It probably won't go away, but maybe. One can always hope. One can always hope.
I'll be hungry later.
Yeah, you probably will be. Though that isn't the best thing to eat. It isn't the worst thing to eat. It isn't the best thing to eat. Don't need that. Last time up here, there was a coffee. In fact, the coffee is still there. Convenient coffee. We're not getting the candy bar this time. Instead, I think we got another can of dog food, which in the long run will probably be better than a candy. But in the immediate run, it's probably worse.
I wonder who owns this stuff.
Fleece clothes are good. And the answer to who owns this stuff is you now. You now own this stuff because in the emergency situation we're in, we're taking possession of everything and anything we can find. Which crates we could break down if we had tools. Stuff that's behind it's probably not worth the effort of breaking them down for. But something to remember is that we could break them down if we had the tools. And there may be things behind there. Just so I can guarantee a few things behind there. It's probably better for there to be standing and walk a long way around than crouch and take the short way, but, well, physically short, but not necessarily any faster.
All I can think about is food.
As our character Will here whines about how hungry he is. Whereas I'm far more worried about how thirsty he is. So one of those is a much immediate priority. I'll probably make the cutter locks now. That might be a thing I do. saw, a couple of crystal fuses. We don't need more scrap metal. Especially if it's actually a blizzard outside. That's, we'll probably bring some stuff down in here. Try to pass a little bit of time and get a couple torches going before we go back to the Riker. Or go through the cave. Not below 30, not below 35, not below 40. $52. Let's even go around and do it on a full round. 52 for the first.
Getting kind of thirsty.
That's what I was worried about. 52 for the first. $52, $57. $52, $57, $23. $52, 57, 23 is short. 24.
I could use this.
I think the answer to we can use this is, well, sprint for armor. If it's in better condition, I'd do it, but in the current condition, no. It's really not worth repairing those, so that will be left behind. Where's that cardboard? There's some cardboard blocks. I'll break you up for the tinder. Break you up for the tinder. Check see if it is still a blizzard.
I could eat a horse.
If it is a blizzard, I'm gonna make the water up. If it isn't, then we'll go try to get the food. Yeah, that's a blizzard. Gonna make some water up. Yeah, I'm gonna waste one of those flares.
Come on. Come on. Damn it.
Get a couple more attempts. That's why we use the flare. Flare is going to give us basically multiple attempts at this fire, whereas a match would give us one.
Come on.
So we got 12 matches, but we have 3 flares, and I rarely use the flares, so there we go. I was on fire. Make us some water. Okay, let's see if we can use the extra light from this to search a little bit more efficiently. Nothing in here. Nothing immediately being seen out here. Occasionally stuff back there. That's the end of that flare. Throw away the empty. Okay, what can we do while we're waiting here? Make Tinder plug another sprint is a good way to start. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna get. Whetstone, got a hacksaw. We probably want to take these back to the Riker. We don't got any fuel, so we don't actually have any way to cook anything when we get back to the Riker. So maybe we're not going right back to the Riker. So I did fuel. Wrong sort of fuel for cooking things, but we don't have a hatchet, so we can't use that. Actually, doesn't work on that. Oh, there's another flare. For those of you who watched the last video last night, if there's a flare there, you have another reason to chuckle at me, because I didn't find a flare there last night. The hacksaw does not work on that. Plenty of opportunities to get more steel, very limited opportunities to get more wood. I could tear you apart, that would be an hour, that would be not quite efficient enough to get there and get the water back in time. And the boiled.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Might take the gamble. Getting one bout of wood that way by hand disassembling. Let's have some wood on me. Sounds like the blizzard died. Oh, it sounds like the blizzard's back in. Yes, where you get those EAs, you see. I'm gonna drink that water. Put more water on and hope it doesn't boil nothing in the time it takes to pick the crate up. Did not boil enough. Good.
I could eat anything right now.
Okay, tinder plugs. Oop. Didn't finish cooking that water. Needed it boiled. Another 19 minutes. Some more convenient cardboard to break down? Yes. So we're back on the starvation diet again. I'm gonna take the rest of these torches and go
Something to eat.
either over to the coal mine, if it's blizzard, or the Riker if it's not. And we're just gonna starvation run it. For the moment. It's not a blizzard. Okay. So going back to the Riker is an option. It's a serious option. We didn't, but I didn't check this building yet. Let's go through this building quickly. It'll be a better search than it was last night, because I got light. Oh, glorious light. Whetstone. Nothing there, nothing there. Nothing there. There's the door I came in last night. Not gonna waste time bringing that box down. Nothing there. We got a worthless, well, not completely worthless book. A book that is only worth slightly more than being a book. It's worth the pride and points of being more than a book. Nothing there. What we're kind of looking for, that would be a really good find at this point, is a can opener. Because we've got canned food, and it's just asking for a can opener to be consumed. A little bit of torch juggling here to minimize ignition usage. So now I got 2 fish up there. So we're gonna light a fire using the reclaimed wood. Just searching here to get more food. Different insulated flask location last time, but there was an insulated flask last time, so that's not particularly new. Look, I already found you last time. This is where I'm getting stuck. I was hoping to try to find these when I was in here when it was dark during this run, but failed that. No luck on anything good in those, so, well, that failure wasn't a complete waste of time. We're going to save the coal. It's going to be like 3 or 4 coal in there, which is what we need to get the forge going when we come back here with a hammer. Well, we don't want to get rid of that right away. One more up here. Oh, yeah, the painkillers again. Nothing in the corpse. This is where I was contemplating sleeping, but wasn't able to find here quick enough in the dark. Grab the fish quickly. 1 fish. 2 fish. Lose the ignition. We're going to very quickly swap to a new torch. Oh, that's cool. So there is enough coal here for starting the forge, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and use the accelerant here.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, that was wasted accelerant. I'm not going to use the lamp fuel. It's starting to get this fish cooking. So already this second attempt is off to a much better extent than the last attempt.
Turned out pretty well.
Turn it back into a stick. We'll do the same with the one we just disposed of over here while this is cooking. Oh, I might need a torch to find my torch. Quickly light up the torch. Thank you, forge. Oh, torch back again. Recover our sticks. Because we didn't use the coal, when we come back we'll have coal available for recovering it again for making tools. If we come back here. We might not come back here for the tool making. Got a hacksaw, so we're not in super rush. Nothing to do here. Oh, do I have bandages? I don't have bandages. Make a bed for this stuff. Yeah, make a bed for bandages stuff. Quickly use this up and quickly place the other one to cook. Oh, we might not have enough fire time if I don't throw these sticks on there, so we're gonna have to throw the sticks on as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to throw the sticks on as well. Oh dear. So it sounds like blizzard's back again, which isn't great if that is the case. I don't think I don't think we ate the fish all the way. Oh dear. Yeah, do I want to keep this fire? You know, we'll try. It's not the end of the world if we don't. If it's a blizzard, we keep the fish. If it's not a blizzard, we abandon the fish. It is not a fish, or it's not a blizzard, so we will probably be abandoning this fish. Do I have water? Yeah, drink the water. Keep hydration up. I'm gonna take damage from hydration loss. Quite yet. Trying to call mine. I'll sprint because we can then eat the fish, taking some of the calories. Sooner that way, which isn't necessarily optimal, but means we won't be dragging around something that smells for as long. Yep, the torch, so we are reasonably safe to make it to the mine. Now the question is, do I have enough to make it through the mine? Or that could get troublesome real quick. Might not have enough fuel to make it through the mine. Can I get past this bit? No. No, I can't. So we abandoned the fish. Probably should have abandoned the fish sooner, to be fair. Almost got me in trouble with that fish. We don't have a tool to harvest you. Find a place to put you down. Yeah, there we go. Now, that fish will always be there, but I will probably not be able to find it later, so it'll be the hidden fish for those who remember from the VOD. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. We're gonna try to get as much coal as we can, and if it looks like we're gonna run out of fuel on the fire, which almost certainly is, so okay, I can come back and grab coal. We're gonna make a coal fire to generate a bunch of torches. Or not, because we just found a super torch. The super torch will see us through. Hog food, so we find a can opener, more food. Or in a real emergency, just more food anyway. We're not, because we're being a little bit more proficient getting through this, we're not as much fuel bottlenecked as we were before. Here's the top of the mine. I actually got through here a lot faster than I was expecting. Granted, I think it was higher the last run through. Don't have the pry bar yet. See if we can get down to a wolf or a deer? I think that's a wolf. No, that's a deer. Paranoia was trumping reality for a bit there. Conserve the torch. Conserve the torch. We're not going to conserve the torch, so we're going to use the super torch. In exchange, we will receive a light, so we're still technically using the fire from that first flare from earlier. Try to sleep through the night here, and then we will make the attempt to go to Quonset, which will hopefully go better than it went last time. I'm gonna commit the unjust act of lighting a book on fire.
Come on.
And we're going.
That did it.
So we got the fire going. Let's go ahead and toss that cedar firewood in so we can conserve a little bit of our fuel. Do we throw sticks in? Yeah, let's throw some sticks in. Let's start making water, because that's one of the things we will continue to need is more water. And the water. We need the candy bar at this point. And we'll make some water. We'll grab a torch and we'll explore the area. Hopefully come back to pick up the water. I think 2 batches of water should be enough before we can really arrest it in torches. Nothing there, nothing there. Nothing there. This is Interloper. Interloper is most of the generic areas are giving you nothing. Oh, that was useful. The heat won't be much, but the frostbite reduction will be great. Frostbite reduction will be great. Left behind. Catch up.
Something's making me feel tired.
We didn't use on the last run before losing it. Oh, found the fish cake recipe. Didn't find that last time, so that's a good sign. At least for the length of the run, that'll be more useful in the later bits of the run than it is right now, but leather. If we still have the shoes from earlier, we could spend a lot of wasteful time fixing a pair of shoes. Not a blizzard. Answer to is anything useful up here? Like usual is no. On Stalker and Blow you tend to find one thing up here, so. But on Interloper it's pretty uncommon to find stuff in such a, well, not necessarily useful place, but in a place interesting enough that people frequently check. Alright, so we can let this torch out. harvest the torches for the sticks, and then turn the sticks into fire time or into fuel. So, probably actually keep them as fuel, and probably just pull more sticks out of the fire. Because I threw a lump of coal on the fire with the Riker perk, so we got a decent amount of fuel on that fire. Want to boil at least another half a liter of water before you go to sleep. Obviously, when we sleep, we're going to lose that ignition, but that one flare has served us well. And hopefully 12 matches plus a bunch of torches will get us to more matches. Kind of bigger chips, so we'll eat the chips for sleeping. And then we'll try sleeping for 10 game hours. Which is why we had to cook all that water, because now the next thing we're going to do is drink all the water to get hydrated again. Oh, I should have probably ate the last of the chip. Too late. Alright, so it is dark. Do I sleep for smidge? Let's try sleeping for smidge. Hopefully we don't have a blizzard roll up in the interim. I'm surprised it is as dark as it is in here. Just need to sort of struggle through to the door. There we go. It is surprisingly dark outside. Light. Yeah, it actually did nail it. Right now it has 15 minutes, so we're gonna turn these rose hips into the processed version. And hope that it's a little bit sunnier once that happens. That's better. Not super great, but that's better. I can probably live with that. Oh, it's blisteringly cold. I would not be surprised if we do actually start getting cold damage before we get to the next place we're gonna warm up. Not the flare, not the green flare. I'm gonna bring out the non-torch flare. I want the lowest quality torch. Please and thank you. Just in case we come upon a wolf, there are occasionally wolves in this immediate area. Okay, I think we've avoided running into any wolves.
Can't feel my feet.
And as you probably guess, I lit the torch because I heard the wolf howling in the immediate direction I'm going.
So cold. Just a little. lay down for a bit.
Sprint up to the next place is where we're making campfire. So we can warm up a bit. Just realized I'm carrying around all the scrap metal I should have left behind at some point. Do that in the coal mine entrance when we get there.
Come on.
Here, hopefully to stop taking condition damage loss. Because right now we're taking 20 condition damage for every in-game hour. The easiest way to get this warm enough is to hong into the coal that we got earlier. We'll cook the rosehip tea we made earlier. Prepared rosehip component we made earlier. Disassemble the torch while we're trying to warm up a little bit so we can do the exploration. Pinnacle Beach. Actually, here it might be the first Pinnacle Beach of this run, but okay, well, we got a Pinnacle Beach.
Never felt so cold in my life. Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
Got some more water. I lost that ship. And rehydrate. Convert this into a bunch of torches. Be another one. Yeah, this is off to a much better start than last time. We've hit all the major areas we searched last time. I think the only place we hit last time was Katie's Corner. Well, we didn't hit this time. We've got a whole lot more additional on us than we did last time. And we're already on our way out. Though I suppose last time we got a little bit more... we got the birch and the maple going. Those are long-term goals, and we had them instead of the short-term goals, which is survival, as we did not survive. Which, as you might imagine, was not ideal. Okay, so this is where we're going to leave the scrap metal. Okay, I'll come back and check here. We'll even leave a note here saying that I left here. So day 3, EP, coal, mine, light, house, side, 5, scrap, metal. I just deleted the metal. Okay. Day 3, EP, mine, White House, side, 5, scrap, metal. Click the done or hit escape. There we go. Now I'll probably go ahead and make a cut when we get to Quonset. I heavily suspect unless the weather goes completely screwy, that we'll make it to Quonset without dying. So this run is off to a significantly better start than the last one. It is still, in this game, incredibly cold, so we're going to have to do much sprinting to try to minimize that damage take. Here's the maple, so we're just going to be down the bird park last time. Otherwise, we're going to be basically in the same start spot. With a whole lot more condition than we were at this point last time, so this is a significantly better run. I'm not going to search the truck like I did last time. Instead, we'll go the right way. We'll conserve a little bit more of our condition. And, well, it'll conserve more torch, but we're not worried about losing the torch at this point. We got plenty of torch.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yep, we're almost there. Good old Will. Thinking about what we need to do, which is get warm. 5 seconds before we get warm again? Yeah. Okay, so by sprinting around, we've managed to avoid the cold damage. At the cost of more fatigue and more calories. Which hopefully won't be a problem. Sometimes I'm a little too aggressive at sprinting around and burning all the calories. But here, I think, until we get all the tools going, right? So until we get the hammer and the knife and the stuff, let's be a little ways with the calories so we can get to those objectives quicker. Because the quicker we make the run up to get the backpack, the better. Same thing with getting the bow arrows going. Really, the minimum stuff to get the bow going, we've already kind of found. We just need to get a thing of guts. The arrows are a little faster than the bow, so that's also good to know. There's a pry bar. Last time that was actually the second pry bar. This time it is the first pry bar. I don't know if I missed a pry bar. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a pry bar somewhere. Last time that, well, missed a pry bar this time than I didn't last time. But because everything else is going so much better, I don't really care. And really, pry bar is something I might already be confidently leaving behind. If I had found a second one, so only a couple loot spots that would have made a difference had I found it earlier.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I'm probably approaching, well, I'm over the weight limit. I'm approaching the point where over the weight limit is too over the weight limit. But that's a sign that I need to inventory triage the coal when I reach the end of the mine. Should be getting to pretty soon. Both the triage and the end of the mine. See the daylight. Some inventory triage time. We need to get light enough that we can keep moving. This is a decent place to leave the green maple, so I'm going to leave the green maple here. Obviously should make a note about that, so... Day 3, still day 3. VP... Transition... Cave, probably a spot transition wrong. Transition cave... Food, maple, sap, remains on coastal highway.
Too much stuff to carry.
And I also need to drop some fuel, probably drop some coal. Drop like a coal. There we go. And we'll drop that torch, the torch is about to go, and light everything up. How's the weather looking? The weather is looking spectacular. So I'm going to engage in a little bit of greed, which is I know where a deer carcass is. We're going to start a fire next to the deer carcass and harvest it for its meat and its guts and its hide. Hopefully where the weather goes to keep it coming back. So that we have guts curing to go with that maple. So the reason this is greed is there are usually 1 to 2 wolves in here, and depending upon the geography, they might be between where I want to leave the goods that I get off of this, so I might have a little bit of fiddling. The weather goes real variable.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
If this ignition doesn't work, we'll have to drop the torch, light a different torch. Okay, dropping the torch, lighting a new torch. We got torches to waste, so this isn't bad. We do 4 coal on the fire when we can put coal on the fire. Not 4, 2. Well, maybe 3. I think 2. 2 to start, see how that works out on the timing for harvest. Might toss a third one in if it's not long enough. 2 hours. Make us some water. Meat comes first. 15 minutes to get all the meat off. Knife would be faster, or if it was more defrosted, it would be faster. But hacksaw works for this early in the game, so we're using the hacksaw. And cooked venison. Oh, you're not cooked. I'm surprised you're not cooked. You're now frost enough we can no-hand it, so we'll, or no-tool it, so we'll no-tool it. Okay, so we got everything off of that deer carcass. Calories in the belly. Oh, we screwed up the timing, so the water boiled. Oh dear. And a little bit more prep here on this fire. Pulp sticks. Tell you to... Oh, no, I don't have any prepped, prepped rose hips. Oh yeah, and the recon boot. still going off to a decently well start. Hopefully, the weather doesn't turn super bad. We got our torch, we got our guts, we got our hide. So we'll go to the basement, we'll leave the guts and the hide at the basement, and then we'll continue on to Quonset. We're carrying this torch because there's a decent probability we will run into the wolf between here and the mine. If we are going to run into that wolf, I would like to have a torch to protect me. This wind is getting obnoxiously fast in a direction I would prefer not to be going. So I'm spinning right now because I want to get to the place where I'm going to leave the smelly things behind. So I don't get jumped by a wolf. So I think I hear the wolf. I don't really want to deal with the wolf. So we drop the guts, we drop the hide, we leave a note saying so day 3, DP, coastal high wave, transition zone, basement has 2 guts and 1 deer hide. So we remember for later. These are things that at this point in the game are still worth remembering where they are.
Someone's stash.
Ooh, pair of socks. Could use more integrity to them, but for the moment, a pair of socks is a pair of socks, so we're not going to complain too much. I realized I wasn't wearing all the clothes I could be wearing. It'd be warmer. Not much warmer, but a little warmer. I might have just lost that torch. Oh, no, managed to keep the fire. Keeping the fire alive. That will make it safer to get to Quonset, because that means as long as the weather doesn't turn super screwy and blow out the fire, we should be protected from wolves. Alright, so we got enough fatigue that we should be able to make it to Quonset. Once again, I'm probably going to end this stream and end this recording at Quonset, like the plan was to do last night. Getting off the coast to spoiler territories on where last night didn't end well, but it was going a lot worse than this one is at this point. So if you've gotten this far in that one, you can probably understand how horrible the end went. At least enough to get close to a guess. And what? Cold can kill, wolves can kill, bear can, well, bear usually doesn't kill. Bear probably would have survived. But bear would have really ruined that run. And to be fair, there was cheat death, but cheat death was, after cheating death was sort of like, looked at the stats and went like, yeah, no, better starting new. And I'm in full agreement with that, because this is still far better than trying to continue that run, so I am not displeased in my choice to pass me in that decision. So I'm trying to make it a Quonset. We will probably make it a Quonset, unless something goes horribly wrong. Though I suppose between here and Quonset is a bear and is multiple wolves. We're gonna leave that firewood there. Already got too much coal on me. And the only thing that's keeping us making good time is the fact there's probably not many sticks between where we are and where we're going. Because I'm probably going to take the road if the weather is clear. Because on the road I'm most likely going to run into the bear if I run into anything that's bad. Until I'm at least almost to Quonset. Once I'm most of the way to Quonset, if I need to, I can pull out one of those flares if the wind blows out the torch. Or just cunningly sprint dance around the wolves. Yeah, we're off to a much better start than we were last time. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, because I don't think anyone's actively seeing this on Twitch, you'd have to be active on Twitch. Actually, I suppose this is being recorded, so you could be seeing this up to 7 days later on Twitch. So if this has been up for like 6 days on YouTube, don't go to Twitch to try to find it. It's not going to be there. But yeah, this run is going a lot better than the last one. Spoiler warning: the last one ends right about in sight of where we are now. So that gives you an idea of how much better this one's going. Is that you can see where the last one ended. Well, functionally ended. The stream went on for like another 10 minutes as I decided if that was going to be the real end, and I did. But on to Quonset we go. We're a little bit chilly, but for being chilly in the long dark, this is the sort of chilly you want to be. A little hungry given the fact that we don't have any can openers to work with our cans. But by the time we get to Quonset, we'll be halfway to the bird park. The wind finally took my torch. Which is why we're going along the little road. The wind has kicked up pretty heavily. Now it's this stretch here where we'd run into the bear, so I think we're going to be good on the bear. Let's see if I can see the bear.
Can't feel
I
my
think
hands.
that's the bear we can see in the distance right there. Right about the middle screen in the distance there. That is the bear I ought to be worried about running into. So we're probably not going to run into the bear. That's probably the second deer carcass. So I've seen one deer carcass a little bit earlier in the sun. The second deer carcass probably over there. The past one on the Interloper is probably the destroyed houses, which is why I didn't even take a detour to see if they were destroyed, because they're usually on Interloper destroyed. But yeah, this is going a lot better than the last run. So I think this will be a part 1 and not the part only that was last night. We're going to take a little bit of condition, but what, 6 hours sleep at Quonset is going to fix the lot of air condition we probably take on the way to Quonset.
Too cold to think.
So I'm just gonna take the burn for the moment. Because sprinting would trade more condition for, or would trade more fatigue for condition, but I don't think I need to burn the condition, and I don't really need to worry about having that, I don't need to burn that fatigue to get more condition. There's the wolf. There's one of the wolves. Gotta be a little careful because I am close enough that if he does turn towards me, he probably will see me. There isn't really anything to stop him from seeing me. But at this point, I think we're far enough along. Actually, if anything, we're far enough along, it might be good for him to see me. Because you only have one wolf locked on you. So that would actually hypothetically protect me from the ones that are in my way. In preparation for the ones that might be in my way, I'm going to pull out a flare. Yeah, I think we're going to get the Quonset, no problem. Worst scenario is worst scenario is we try to pull this flare, and we don't pull it fast enough and the wolf jumps us. Assuming that doesn't happen, I don't think there's any scenario where we don't make it to Quonset. But even that scenario might not stop us from getting Quonset. There's a decent probability with most of my condition full. I will not take so much damage from a wolf struggle with a pry bar to protect myself. But we should be safe at arrival. It's about one building, maybe one up there. Probably not one up there, probably just one building. So one outbuilding near Quonset on this side, one outbuilding on the other side. So we've got two buildings around here. Here's the wolf. Which is Quonset? The other side of Quonset. That's good. Into Quonset we go. Okay, we made it to Quonset. And that is actually where I will go ahead and stop the stream for the day. At least stop the stream for a break period. If you're on YouTube, you should see a second part, probably within the week at least. And if you're seeing this on Twitch, if there's another part in the next couple days, it should also be uploaded. But I don't know exactly when I'm going to run for part 2. But see you all guys later. At this point, I'm going to try to be more regular in getting some uploads, getting some content up. And if the content is good, let me know. Otherwise, see you later.